Hey, Nacho.
Hey, Sophie D.
Hey, you.
Ooh. Welcome to a bonus episode of Late to the Party.
Our after party.
The after party.
Wow. Do we love
Wow.
that?
I love it. This is going to be a test episode for us. We're going to test filming an episode just to see what happens. And if it goes well, then maybe we might do more. This is like we need your feedback for this.
Oh, for sure.
And we're just going to talk off the cuff. We're not really talking about any movie or anything that we've seen recently. But
Just
there
stuff.
is an important topic that Sophia really wants to discuss. And I needed the world to understand with us.
Okay, perfect.
And just as a background, was this something that you came up with suddenly, or was this like pulled from like the internet? How did this come to you?
So I saw this meme on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was, oh, geez, where'd it go? And it was comparing Darth Vader and Voldemort. And it was like, oh, Darth Vader ruled an entire galaxy and Voldemort couldn't even take over a high school. And
That's fair.
Yeah, and so many of the comments were like just shitting on Voldemort. And I was like, yeah, like in terms of all like bad guy super villains, like Voldemort's kind of the worst. He's definitely low tier villain.
There's also, so we want to focus more on the Voldemort side of the discourse, but also would you say maybe is Voldemort better than Kylo Ren? Because he also gets a lot of trash.
Man. I guess
we can come back to this later.
We'll come back to that.
Fester on it, yeah.
Okay.
But so lay it out for me. What are the bullet points of this? Why is Voldemort trash?
Voldemort sucks. I mean, come on. So
come on.
Like, what was he going to do after he takes over the high school?
Be a principal. Superintendent Voldemort.
I'm the dark magician principal.
You get detention, and you get detention.
Detentionist Mordecus.
No Loomis in my halls.
Just put you in school suspension. You have to like hang out with big spiders. I don't know.
If I had to sit with spiders.
But like, what was the plan?
You're right.
And then did he want to like take over the wizarding world? And then
right.
Does that encompass just whatever is the wizarding world in the United Kingdom?
Right, because the wizarding world, as we know from the newer movies, the Fantastic Beasts movies, that takes place in America.
Yeah.
So it is international like Europe is international, but it's you know what I mean. It's across the pond national.
Yes, exactly.
So there has to be, and then you would imagine that if there's American schools, there has to be like Asian schools, Australian schools.
Yeah. South
American schools.
And there's got to be some badass wizards in those areas who are like, who?
Yeah. And you know what? Speaking of which, Africa was the first continent, so first people, right? Asia's super, super, super old. So also would their wizarding backgrounds be formed differently,
better,
be older, more confined, not confined, more defined.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I would think so.
But also, so back to what was his plan?
Yeah, and then will he take over the mortal world?
Right.
And does he know Muggle world? I don't know. But does he know anything about the Muggle world?
Would he want to though? Because he thinks that they're trash.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there's still people who could do stuff for him.
Yeah. But also he was gone from the time Harry was a baby up until Harry is an adult is when he finally, a teen, is when he comes back. So he lost out on 16 years of innovation.
That's true. And the wizarding world is already behind on technological advances.
Yeah. So he's gonna...
So would he even stand a chance in the mortal world, in the Muggle world?
Hell no. Hell no.
Wand versus gun. What's it gonna be?
Dude's gonna come into the Muggle world, see someone writing with a pen and paper, and lose his mind.
Whoa, that's a weird looking quill, man.
Yeah.
Where's your parchment? Yours doesn't self-write for you?
What is this?
What's in Amazon?
Why are you not holding a feather?
Right. Where's your robe, man? Your clothes looks really weird.
Yeah. Because by the time Harry Potter ends and Voldemort's defeated, it's the 80s?
I think it's either it happens in the late 80s. I think it ends in the 90s, the early 90s.
Yeah.
And then there's the 19 years later, which I don't know if that's in the 2000s or if that's what's supposed to be in the 90s.
When Harry gives his kid the worst fucking name
The worst
ever.
Name? The two bravest men I've ever known.
Shut up.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
So disrespectful.
Yeah. Could have been named Ron. Could have been named Remus.
Hagrid.
Yeah. Wow, the list goes on.
Honest? Serious?
Don't even want
Harry.
to open that door. Or even, what was his dad's name? James?
There we go.
We both read the books. Yeah, we've seen the movies.
I haven't read them in so long.
See, I read them through once. And then, so I read them late.
Yes.
I read them in senior year of high school. So this is 2011 when I first read them.
Yeah.
I was on the Half-Blood Prince. One chapter away from when the thing happens, the big thing happens. And then our friend who just wasn't aware, I guess, she goes, should I say the line? It's not a spoiler anymore, right?
I don't even know.
It could. Okay. Well, basically our friend comes over and goes, blank kills blank. And I look at her and I'm like, are you kidding me?
I almost peed my pants off.
Straight up. Like, she didn't even do it to ruin anything for me. She was just making conversation.
Like, totally genuine.
And
so
as
funny.
we know, I like to go into everything blind.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Happens.
Happens. It like ruined things for me almost. But no, so I read the series once. I was going to read it again, but I got stuck halfway through The Goblet of Fire. Yeah. Because that's a thick book.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
So I haven't finished rereading it since the first time I read it.
Yeah, and that one's not as good as the other books.
No. My favorite, I think, book and movie is Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, it's my favorite too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah. It was just done better, you know?
Yeah.
And, like Cho Chang, the creativity there.
The one Asian in the school.
Well, there were the two.
Oh yeah,
the twins.
Yes.
Whose names are
Pavardi?
the Patils, the Pavardis. No, or those are their first names.
It's with P's.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, you got them and Cho Chang.
Yes. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Voldemort.
Yeah.
And also, so there's a thing, like, I'm sure other people think this, but like my what I think is the best way to go about like setting goals and stuff is to not have a finite goal, because then once you achieve it, then what? So like, same thing with Voldemort. He gets Hogwarts, then what? Then what, do you just twiddle your thumbs for the rest of your life?
Yeah, and then if he's going for the Muggle world, will he try to get the entire world?
Right.
Because like,
They're gonna throw hands.
Yeah.
He's not gonna win.
Especially if he tries to show up in New York.
He could Avada Kedavra so many. They're gonna roast him so bad.
Shit out of him.
Imagine. Look at this fucking guy. Huh?
Look at this fucking guy.
What is he doing?
Look, this guy got no nose. He's gonna think he's gonna take over those
I'm crossing the street here. Oh, wow, big guy. Oh man, we would bully him so bad. Voldemort would not last in the Muggle world.
Yeah, and especially if it was like the late, like around this time, like 2000, 2010s, 2020, like, come on, we would make so many memes out of this guy.
We would make memes, but also if he did this in the 80s, like, they were ruthless.
Yeah.
They would tear him apart.
Yeah, and they would say incredibly un-PC things.
Yeah. Which we won't even imagine right now. But so then, no, that's just like, that's just the main thing is like, why is your whole entire life, first of all, you're scared of this infant baby.
Yeah.
And your whole life is about killing this infant baby. You spend 14 years trying to find the infant baby. So then,
when you know what school he goes to.
You know what school he goes to. Very, again, like the memes say, very convenient that he waits for the school year to be over.
Yeah.
Very, very kind of him. But also, like, if you are so ruthless and such a killer, why would you wait for my school schedule to be done?
Yeah.
You would just go when you're ready.
Yeah, exactly. And just be like, boom, done.
Yeah. Why are bad guys just so bad at doing what they do?
So bad at being bad.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
So then what's the next bullet point and why he's trash?
He just sucks.
That's it. He's so insecure. You can see his insecurities everywhere, you know? Scared of an infant baby, hates muggles, is self-hating because he's half muggle.
Yes.
So, I mean, and then also the fact that he could have made Horcruxes out of anything, but he chose like all these fancy things. He could have chose a mug. Nobody would have ever found it.
Yeah.
Could have chose like
a rock and thrown it into the ocean.
Yeah. Dust.
Yeah.
What's the rules there? Does it have to be like a special emblem thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure it says it in the books and we just don't remember.
I think he's just trying to be deep. He's like, look, I have each of the things that owns the head people of Hogwarts, the founders of Hogwarts owned these. Like, I'm so great.
You just gave me an amazing visual.
Yes.
If Voldemort was a 2020 person, like just present day, whatever year you're listening to this, would he be an emo indie boy He would definitely be, right? Because he's like, oh, my parents hate me. Oh, I'm half this and half that. I don't know where I fit. Oh, the world hates me. You know?
Cut my goblet
In
into
two pieces.
This is my last Horcrux.
Suffocation. That was such
No Harry's.
I give a lot of hex if you cut my Horcrux is bleeding.
Yeah.
We should remix that.
Oh, for sure.
We can talk to Harry and the Potters, which is the band that makes all the music.
There's one called Draco and the Malfoys.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
Are they rivals?
Probably.
Wow.
There's
hope they
another
make up.
fun meme where it's like Draco about to say the P in Potter, and it's like the kid with his cheeks like.
That's amazing. What other like memes? Since we're just gonna be talking,
Yeah.
what other memes?
Yeah. I can't think of any right now. I was so circling back to when we were talking about just reading the books once through. I was playing the Lego Harry Potter games once, like the 1 and 2 collection, and I got all the characters. There's so many characters. I was like, who is this?
Oh, that's background actor number 324.
Yeah.
You didn't catch him in the fourth movie at minute 45:02.
They had like these complicated names. One guy had like the light thing that Ron gets in the seventh book.
Illuminator thingy.
Yeah, and I was like, why does he have that?
He just Ron tossed it, and he was like, "Oh, neat, a thing.
Got it.
Gotta illuminate that one."
Yeah, he gets his own Lego character for it.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he earned it. If I worked my entire the other thing.
Yes.
I know everybody's talked about this, but the other students in Hogwarts, I'd be so annoyed. My parents would transfer me out of Hogwarts.
Yeah.
You know?
I would just stop going.
Who needs an education?
I would teach myself magic.
Right.
And you learn more spells than Harry.
And weren't we talking about that too a while ago, where it's like, do you need the educational or the magical education? Because you show the signs of being magical before you even get to school.
Yeah.
So then that's like the same idea. Like, do you need to go to school or can you just go into the workforce?
Are there homeschooled wizards?
Are there homeschool wizards? What's their school like?
Yeah.
And then also in the pandemic time, is there online school for wizards?
Oh, man.
They don't have the internet. No, there isn't.
No, there isn't.
How do they protect themselves? They probably put like a charm around each other, and then like they all have bubbles and they walk around like that.
Like a COVID bubble.
Yeah.
Like those hula hoops.
Yeah.
They're really huge.
But that, and the money system, I've never understood.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Do you think that because you know how like what exactly is a function of a rubber duck? Do you think if Voldemort came into the real world, or any wizard, right?
Yeah.
Not the real world, the Muggle world, that was a microaggression, and
against fictional wizards.
they took a vacation into the Muggle world, and then they had to use our money. Do you think they'd be like, oh, this makes no sense? We're the Galleons.
Yeah. Well, like what?
And then again, we would just bully them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You're like, what is wrong with you? They're in multiples of 5. What are you doing?
You just count on your hands.
Yeah, idiot.
You're so dumb.
Yeah.
Wow. I have nothing else.
Oh, man. I can go. I don't know.
Have you thought more about Kylo Ren versus Voldemort? Who's more of the bad person?
I try not to think about Kylo Ren.
Why?
He does not pop up in there.
You know what I can't stop thinking about with Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
Is there's this gif of when he is shirtless and the gif moves up and down and you just see his man boobs just shaking. And it is the funniest thing. If you're talking about like something that lives rent free in your head, it is that gif for me.
There's one like that where they just made it very wide.
Oh,
So
no.
it's just a wide Kylo Ren.
Oh, he is a very wide man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think out of like Star Wars villains, he's not one of my favorites.
Oops.
Like I think he's fine, but yeah, no.
You know what villain I can't stand?
Woohoo.
Grandpa Joe.
He's a villain. He's a
I
villain.
want to talk about discourse. Let's talk about Grandpa Joe.
Oh, the worst.
Tell me.
Oh my God.
We've talked about this before, but never on video.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If you're not keeping up with what we're saying, the worst. He's the worst.
Talk about a crook.
This family is struggling. They have 7 people in this family
4 of them share a bed.
living in a shack.
And this 8-year-old feels responsible to uplift the entire family?
Yeah. So, like the whole golden ticket thing, Charlie gets his golden ticket, and then the old people like lay in the bed all day. They don't do anything because I guess they can't use their legs. I don't know. They're just immobile.
Yeah. Old and weak?
Yeah.
Sure.
Grandpa Joe jumps out of bed, dances.
I'll go to the chocolate factory with you.
I'm going, yeah. I deserve this super fun trip.
Yeah, right. What did you do, Grandpa Joe?
Mom should go.
Right.
She's the one making cabbage soup for everyone.
She works tirelessly.
Yeah.
Doesn't take a break.
Yeah, or Dad, because he's working at the factory.
Yeah. Grandpa Joe's trash.
Yeah.
You know who else I just thought of? Because we're talking about Harry Potter and Voldemort, so I'm just thinking about the cast. So Alan Rickman associates Die Hard, right?
Yeah.
How do you do so much research on a person and you don't even know who they are when you get to the building?
Yeah.
Just as some backstory, if you haven't seen Die Hard, the building is Asian owned, Japanese owned. The owner, I think it's I forget the name of the building. Either way, the big boss, Japanese man, Alan Rickman and his team break in. They take them hostage, and then he's like, "I'm looking for the big man in charge. Where is he? Show him."
Yeah, wouldn't you know that?
Wouldn't you? Yeah.
Because if it's like a big high-tech company, that dude's been in papers.
He's been in papers. He's on the internet. He's been on TV.
Yeah.
Like, he's published.
Yeah.
How would you not, unless you're racist and can't tell your Asians apart?
Oh.
Bad guys. I'm going to play that card. If I was that hostage, imagine me being like, oh, what, you think I'm the bad guy because I'm Asian? Oh, what, do I look like the bad guy?
You just make them feel like shit.
And they're like, no, not for that. No. I'm here for a different reason. I want to see you for a different, no. And I'd be like, yeah, sure. Okay. And I get a load of this guy thinks I'm the bad guy because I'm Asian. Yeah. Wow. And then he would leave.
Yeah.
He'd be like, wow, shut up. Or he would just shoot me.
I gotta go.
Yeah. But like, right, like that was the thing. Like he didn't know who Mr. Whoever was.
Yeah.
You do all this research, you plan out this entire thing, but you don't think to look at who your hostage is. You don't know who your target is?
Still a better villain than Voldemort.
True.
He got somewhere.
He almost got to the end.
Yeah. He almost won. He came this close.
He was that close. But yippee-ki-yay, I mean, anyone against Bruce Willis?
Yeah. No.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, he would win. Never mind. That wasn't even a question.
No.
I don't know why I went there. That was so silly.
What are you doing here?
Yeah. Wow. What other villains? I'm just trying to like rack my brain for all the villains that we've like been through throughout this year. John Wick. What about them? No, he was trash.
That man killed so many people because someone hurt a dog.
Yeah.
That's relatable.
That's inspiring. Not that I'm getting ideas, but
if I had to.
But if it came down to it, I might. I won't.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, I won't. Neither will Sophia.
No.
Let me see. What else do we have? This is great for the audio
God,
section.
Yeah. Oh,
Straight silence.
Yeah. As we're just thinking.
Yeah.
Collecting our thoughts.
Maybe that's it, though. Maybe that's the list of our bad guys.
Voldemort sucks.
Voldemort trash.
Sucks.
He could have tried.
Can't take over high school.
Because one baby threatened him, he had to take it out on the entire European wizarding world.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
And he has no shame about using the killing curses and all those illegal spells.
Yeah.
And he has a gang.
He has a gang.
And yet can't take over a high school?
Because that's poor leadership.
Also, the shot in the last movie where he's like floating above Dumbledore's body, how goofy is that?
What a fool you have to be.
It's pretty goofy.
I would make fun of that man.
How do you take that guy seriously when you see him palanking in the air?
He just had to prove to Dumbledore that he was it.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I beat you.
Even though he's like dead.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
like, in your face, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't even kill him. What do you mean?
You're right. He didn't.
He didn't.
Somebody else did.
The one guy who could stop him, he didn't even kill.
What? I mean, talk about embarrassing.
Yeah. Because he wanted his wand.
So I'm nothing without my wand. So also that even shows his skill level.
Yeah. So he's nothing without the Elder Wand.
Yeah. Confidence. Yeah. If you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what tool you have.
Yeah, exactly.
So Voldemort, you got to step it up, buddy.
Didn't we talk about too with the Wizarding World how would impaired wizards do stuff like blind or deaf or mute?
Because you train by saying the spell, and then eventually you're good enough to just do the spell as you think it. So are there means for a mute wizard to do magic? Are there means for a deaf person to do magic correctly? Because sometimes they don't always learn like the phonetic way to say things.
Yes.
So that's interesting to me. How would a blind, I mean, I'm sure a blind wizard could find, like, how, just as far as just navigating the world, how would a blind wizard navigate? Because you have to worry about walking and flying and apparating and this and that.
Yeah. Like, do they have a guide dog still?
Oh my God, a guide owl?
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
That would be cute.
That'd be
How
fun.
come dogs aren't magical familiars?
Speciesist.
Like, why is it just frogs, cats, and owls, which are all great animals, but
We're not that we're picking favorites.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I would have a frog.
I think I would have, I might have a frog or an owl.
You definitely wouldn't have a cat.
I would not have a cat.
You'd be like sneezing on your cat.
Yeah, I'd be like, can you just go like mail those over me? I would find maybe if there was a different, like a hairless cat. Oh, I wouldn't want to deal with that though.
You have to clean them a lot because they get pimples.
Oh,
Aww.
that makes sense. Wow. But
they need a little more maintenance. They're so cute though.
They do. I mean, no hate to them. I would
No.
just go for something with like fur or feathers.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know. But I think we're gonna start wrapping up the end of this like trial
Yes.
episode, this bonus episode, after party episode.
Yeah. And
So-
let us know.
Yeah.
What-
How did that work for you?
Yeah, and what villains you hate or like.
And I'm happy to discuss.
Yeah.
We're all happy to discuss, as long as we all agree that Voldemort is the worst.
He sucks.
I'm sure there's worse than Voldemort, but he's pretty up there
Yeah.
with just the ability or the delivery, I think, of his plans. No,
Yeah, no.
not good.
I mean, he failed 7 times, and there's 7 books about him failing.
8 times because he had to fail the first time for the first one to start.
Oh, yeah.
Voldemort. Come on, man.
What? Sucks.
Yeah. Well, on that note, thank you for watching. Thank you for
Thanks.
listening. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for just the continued support. This is also why we're doing a bonus episode, because people have been very supportive of us throughout the last year and a half that we've been doing this. Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Wow.
So happy bonus episode. Happy 2020. And please recommend movies to us, because I can't tell you how stressful it is to try to just curate movies. And we go back and forth so much about, should we watch this? What about this one? Yeah, but we can't find it anywhere. So like,
Damn it.
yeah, let's just make this like a group effort. That'd be cool. And I guess on that, before we say bye, follow us at Chowdy Media on all of the things. You can stream us on all of the streaming platforms, wherever you find your podcast. Find Jessica DiMari, who composed our theme song.
Love ya.
And on that note, bye.